Hi everybody and welcome to the Truck King YouTube channel. Today we are out here to see how this Honda Pilot Black Edition does in all of this white stuff. Of course, this Honda has all-wheel drive, and that is to get you through these cold months of the year, and I want to see how it handles. So in this video, we'll go over all the features, we'll talk about what's inside this Pilot, and then of course we'll talk about how it handles in the snow. Now let's start this one off with the walk around. And for this video, I called in the experts, in this case, my brother Matthew. Now Matt here is a Honda tech, so he can tell you more about this Pilot, right Matt?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here and talk about the Pilot, even though you didn't call me when you had the TRX last week.
Sorry, pal.
I digress. So this Pilot here is powered by a 3.5 liter V6, which makes 280 horsepower and 262 foot-pounds of torque. Now that, of course, is coupled to a 9-speed transmission. Now in this iteration of the Pilot, the 9-speed is what you get, but there is a 10-speed in the new Odyssey, and it seems as if Honda might be phasing this 9-speed out to go with the 10-speed and everything. So certainly if you're in the market for one of these, you might even want to hold out for that one. Now that is hooked up to an all-wheel drive system because that's all you can get in Canada. And I mean, we talked about it before, you're gonna need it when you're out here in the cold weather. So this is the Black Edition Pilot, and of course, just by the name, you know you're gonna get a lot of black accenting. You're gonna get 20-inch alloy wheels blacked out. You're gonna get the blacked out roof rails, a series of different accents in the bumper and in the front grille, and astonishingly, the only thing on this vehicle that isn't blacked out is the badge that says Black Edition. Now, this is the top trim in Canada. This is the most expensive, all the bells and whistles that you can get on a Pilot. And honestly, we're gonna show you them all once we get inside because it is really cold out here. So why don't we get in and we're gonna go for a drive.
So now we're here in the Pilot, in the warmth.
Yeah.
And our Pilot here today, like Matthew mentioned, it's the Black Edition. So we get all of the features inside here. Of course, we have heated seats. Matt's got a nice heated steering wheel. We get the full rear seat entertainment package back there. Plus all of the kind of styling accents and everything. And it comes together to make a really nice interior. You know, it looks nice, it looks premium with the piano black. I really don't have too many complaints about the way it looks. But Matt, you're driving now, and we are out here on a snowy day. So how's it feeling to you?
It feels fairly confident in the snow. We've gone up a couple of pretty snowy roads, some hills, some downhills, some bends, and I mean, we got about 6 inches last night, which is still not quite cleared out. It felt good. There was no point that I thought to myself, uh-oh, I better get into it, or uh-oh, I better slow down for this one. Now, we are driving in snow mode, and maybe that has something to do with it.
Sure.
But I haven't felt it have to help me at all. It's just been confident at every turn.
Mm-hmm. So this is Honda's intelligent all-wheel drive system, and essentially what that means is it can send power front to rear and left to right. So as you're actually going through the corner, it can send more power to your outside wheels and actually help you rotate a little bit on the snow. The other thing I want to bring up with most all-wheel drive systems these days, especially not in pickup trucks, they've made them so simple. And what I mean is there's no more 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. There's no more need to actually understand those systems, to be honest, because now it's just snow mode, mud mode, sand mode. Well, are you driving in snow? Put it in snow mode. Are you in sand? Put it in sand mode. And I think for the consumer, ultimately, this is actually a really good move, right? Because like I said, it requires no research at all. It's called snow mode, so you put it on when you're in the snow, and I think it's just idiot proof. Once you're in snow mode, you can mat the throttle, put it to the floor, the thing is still gonna take off nice and gradually. So yeah, I think the big takeaway I personally have for most all-wheel drive systems, this Honda one included, is that they're just so plug and play these days. You don't have to know a single thing, get in and go, it's taken care of you.
It can make the corrections and calculations in the blink of an eye.
Also true.
It takes the guesswork out of it. Like you said, you put it in a certain mode and it knows how to map it out. And I mean, the IVTM4 system uses a series of friction-based clutch plates in the back end that can help you transfer power. All of a sudden you lose the right wheel, it starts spinning. Well, it can brake that right wheel while allowing the left wheel to drive harder. Or it can cut both of them if it senses you're gonna lose the back end, or drive both of them as need be. And it can make those decisions before I've even felt the car breaking loose. And I think that's, you know, minor variations between snow mode or mud mode or any of the other driving modes that we have on board, but it's just, you can't say it enough, it's idiot proof. Oh, we thought we woke him for a sec there. He's still asleep, we're good.
Hey you, do you want to win one of these Scepter military style fuel tanks? Well, go below right now, hit the join button and become a member of the Truck King YouTube channel, and we're gonna give one away for the first 3 months of this year.
And when you become a member, you get direct access to us. We'll be here to answer your questions, regardless of what they are.
You got questions about your truck or car? Reach out to me, I'm a master mechanic. I'll help you out, but only if you hit that join button.
So here in the second row, you get 38.5 inches of leg room, which is fairly large and big enough for a large child seat. And in the back here, you've got 32 inches of leg room. So we thought we'd show you what that looks like. And I mean, this is gonna be awkward looking, but we should be able to get in here. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Now, besides the fact that I got my knees up pretty high, there is a fair bit of room back here. Headroom's okay, that's not a problem. Knee room is leaving a lot to be desired, and I mean, my feet are under that seat. If we were just going to grandma's house down the street, I'd be okay with this. If this was a long distance road trip, the kids are going in the back.
I have to mention here, we actually booked this pilot as part of the AJAC Winter Rally. Now, AJAC is the Automobile Journalists Association of Canada, and we are a part of it. And for the month of February, they are focusing on winter driving. Well, that's exactly what we're doing here today, right? If you want to see more of those winter driving stories, look up the AJAC Winter Rally, and you'll see stories from all across Canada about driving in the white stuff. Another little thing I noticed, Matt, if you put it in snow mode and then shut the car off, when you turn it back on, this little message pops up that says, to put it back in snow mode, just press the button once. I think that's smart, right? A lot of the times, yeah, if you've left it in snow mode, it's because there's snow on the ground. There's gonna be snow next time you get in, so why not have that shortcut?
The car didn't magically move overnight. It likely woke up where you parked it,
Exactly.
which may probably still be in snow.
So, you know what? I'm feeling good about this pilot. I've been driving it all week. I'm a big fan. It does everything for my family. I have 2 young kids. I've had the kids in the back. They love the screen up there. But I have to tell you something. My biggest takeaway, my gut feeling on this pilot is if you really want it, just get an Odyssey. Swallow your pride and get the minivan. The minivan has a little bit more second row legroom, but a ton more third row legroom. Plus, of course, the Odyssey has the sliding doors, which again, to me, are just way more practical. Right now, I have to cut in though and admit I am biased. This is my personal 2015 Honda Odyssey, so when it came time to lay down my hard-earned money, I went ahead and bought the minivan. Look, I get it. The Pilot has about 2 inches more ground clearance and all-wheel drive. The minivan doesn't have either of those, but I have to say, if you're looking at a Honda Pilot because hauling people and cargo are your #1 concern, well, in my opinion, you should skip the Pilot and get the van.
This platform is likely it is a better older family vehicle. So you've got kids that can load themselves in and out. Yes, you've got more room. And
fair point.
You've got a ton of cargo room back there with the third row folded down. But I don't disagree with you. When you're loading the child seat in and you've got that door that doesn't quite go 90, you're kind of, scooching this way, scooching that way, and don't want to wreck anything. So you're being super delicate with it. And it gets a little old really quick.
Yeah, definitely a good point. Older kids, I can see that. And another point we should mention, the Pilot here has a 5,000-pound tow rating.
Yeah.
That's a nice boat. That's a snowmobile trailer. That's
with the
ATVs.
OEM hitch and the cooler. You definitely need to get the transmission cooler on these vehicles if you're going to be towing that kind of weight.
Which comes as part of the towing package, right? So yeah, that might be one thing that draws you to the Pilot, but at the end of the day, just get the Odyssey. Well, folks, that is it for this video. What's the verdict on this Pilot? Well, it's a solid family hauler, and when you get it out in the snow, the all-wheel drive system is both simple to use and it is effective. So like I said, that's it for this one. Go below, leave us a comment, let us know what you think of the pilot. As always, while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that join button to become a member of the channel, and then come right back here to Truck King to see what we are testing next. See ya.
So, are we gonna do this thing here yet, or what?
I forgot you were back
I thought we
there.
put the movie on to keep you asleep.
Just keep watching Toy Story.
You guys already talked?
Yes,
Oh, no.
we're done.
Everything's fine. Close your eyes. This is an illusion.
Oh, okay. Is it lunch then?
I think it's lunch.
Dad always wants to lunch.